Hello there, Verse here, and today's video is going to be about sketchbooks and my general opinion about them. I will show you the sketchbook, which is, I can give you a quick run through this one. Yeah, this one is like not the best that I've had, but what made me want to share it anyway is to show that some sketchbooks are not as pretty or as perfect as they are, and it's okay to have an ugly sketchbook, and there's nothing wrong about having pages with unfinished doodles in them. I came across a tweet which said that sketchbook tours ruined the meaning of sketchbooks, and I both agree and disagree, and fundamentally, ultimately, what ruined sketchbooks is comparing yourself to other people and getting insecure about your art being not as pretty or not as aesthetic or not as perfect, and it's all about how you feel, mainly, when you see other people's art. And I think that it's not the sketchbook tours of people who are putting in effort and making them look pretty. They deserve some recognition for that, but it's ultimately about putting yourself in a position when you put so much pressure on yourself to just crumble under it and ultimately not draw anything in a sketchbook, because if it's enough, or if it's good enough, if it's an ugly sketchbook, like, not worth it, right? Because why would you even show those crappy little doodles that you did in your messy, ugly, unaesthetically pleasing sketchbook? Because you just did this. You made the comparison between yourself and other artists who are just sharing their art on the internet, and in no way, shape, or form they are saying that their way of leading a sketchbook is superior to your way of leading a sketchbook, but you already have this idea in your head. Even if no one said it out loud, you did. And you are starting to compare yourself to other artists, and this is where the problem lies. It's not about the sketchbook tour. It's about your relationship with art ultimately. And I'm also annoyed at the thought that one way of filling out sketchbook is superior to other, or there's right and wrong way to do things in your sketchbook, which is ultimately ridiculous to me, because there is no right or wrong way to do art. If we're detaching from the academic way of learning how to draw, if we're talking about pure artistic expression, experimentation, and the excitement of creating something, there is no right or wrong way. Okay, so I hope you got my idea, because sometimes I get comments, rarely, but I do, about people saying that your sketchbook is perfect, mine is ugly. I feel bad. And one thing I have to say, why are you comparing yourself to other people on the internet? Don't you know it's damaging? And there is two ways in which you can make it productive if you're comparing yourself to other people, other people's art. You can look at those people's creations and think, what do I like about it? What inspires it? What I want to see in my art, so would like it more too. Maybe I should try training some lighting. Maybe I should do this or that. Maybe those elements could be adopted into my style if I try to make them my own and try to make my own interpretation. This is how ultimately the good art train goes. One artist shares their art, and another artist is like, oh my god, I love this so much, I'm inspired to create now too, and this like circle goes on and on and on, and you can see those positive influences. I'm not talking about people stealing from each other, and there's like this popular artist style, and then there's a copy of this copy and copy, and like endless train of same artistic styles and expressions. But there is a way of being inspired and making something that you like about other people's art your own, okay? And this is like the best way to look at other people's art, to appreciate it and think why you like it, to analyze it and understand what you want to work on with your art, so it causes the like same feelings, right? And then there's the bad way of comparing yourself to other artists, and it's basically just putting yourself down, just like shitting on yourself and saying, this artist is better than me, this artist is better than me, and I suck, and my drawings are bad, so I'm going to bury myself and never draw again. And this is the bad thing, like this is where all the problems start, because it's not the sketchbook tours that ruin sketchbooks, it's people putting those dark, bad thoughts about their own art and trying like to compare and trying to just say, oh, yours is pretty and aesthetic and cool, and mine is shit, so I'm shit, and you're making me feel like shit. But it's just not that. It's about your personal relationship with your art, and how there's comparisons, and how just like imagine this, a person is like, here's my sketchbook, here's how I do things, and a person is like, oh, so you do it the pretty way, huh? It means that you think that the way I do my art is ugly, right? And they never even said that. And this is just the other person insecurity speaking. So this is not the way it should be. And I think that there is a way, and two sketchbooks can live in one universe. The messy, ugly one and the pretty one, they can coexist and they can be friends. And there is no right or wrong way to explore your creativity in a sketchbook. And this is all I want to say about sketchbooks, so I will show you this one. So I started it in October. I'm not sure. The 10th month is October, I think. September. Don't laugh at me, okay? And I used a lot of different materials in here. Why this sketchbook is not as good as some of my other sketchbooks, I think it's the paper ultimately, and I just didn't feel it. So there's some milk sketches. I wanted to make Halloween sketches of him, and I drew him as a little pumpkin. Here's my favorite toxic yaoi. Here's my beloved OC Pilot 01. And some of you have asked me a lot that I don't get my drawings to smudge. They do smudge, I just, whenever there's a fresh spread, I just scan it and then just leave it. So in the end they do smudge, but I have a fresh scanned version without all of those smudges, so I don't really mind them looking this way. Sometimes it even adds some charm, so it was a good start, but I don't like paper that is too white, if you know what I mean, and I figure out that I like it best when my sketchbooks don't have paper that is too thick, and unfortunately I was wrong when I picked my tool for exploring my creativity, because this paper is not it, although it's good quality paper, but it didn't go well. Maybe you remember the stream It was fun. I like the colors, I like the textures, the gouache, and here I did it with like oil pastels to make the background look a little bit like, to separate the character from the background. I used a material, a medium with different texture, and it worked perfectly fine. Here I think her hand is a little bit too big, but other than that, those are some pretty drawings. This is a gift from a friend. She drew Miffy for me. This is a sticker from a friend, and I love that this spread has so much air in it, and you don't have to cover each page from corner to corner in order to make something beautiful, or it's important to leave out some space between the elements so they have like some space to breathe. And I like this, or I like pages that are cluttered with doodles. It's about how you feel it, you should do it, and sometimes some balance is good. Those are some sketches of, I thought about making some acrylic charms, and I don't know which design I like better, this one or this one. I think ultimately this one, because he's so silly looking out of that milk window, and he's like the center of it all. So yeah, maybe I will go with this charm in the future. And this is Pilot 01 carrying green jelly, and this is Milk carrying blue jelly. Oh, I have a print of this drawing. It looks absolutely gorgeous. You can go to my shop and see what I have in stock still, so you can still get some stuff there. And this print in particular, it has beautiful black frame and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So if you're a coquette girly, go get yourself this print. And about this, I don't know, I thought about pearls and Vivienne Westwood when I drew this. I love how it came out, and this one is like this girlhood aesthetic of being tied up is like being paralyzed, but at the same time it's cute, you know, typical girl stuff. This is Milk, my OC. You may have seen the first chapter of Void with Milk. I would love to work on other chapters as soon as possible. I kind of feel like I need to find the level of stylization that I want to do, and to find some balance between detail and some like bigger frames that are more about the plot. So I'm just obsessed with my OC. This is it. I love how light and glowy this is. This is just sea doodles, and I tried out some of my stickers. They are also in stock in the shop, so if you want some sea themed stickers, head over to the Ko-Fi. So yeah, this channel is not monetized, so any amount of your support is really appreciated. For a moment, I was mesmerized by the beauty of this rose man. This is Argenti from Honkai Star Rail. I love him. He's so silly. He's so stupid. I just want to squeeze him real tight. This is a portrait of my friend. We were at the cafe, and it was a really pleasant day. We had, like, I had something so delicious. I just don't know how to say it in English, but I liked it a lot. Oh, and also, this one is low-key falling apart. This is a gift from my friend, and this is also a gift from a friend. I really wanted him to come home, so I was obsessed with him. This is from Baton, you may have seen. I retweet their drawings regularly, and this is from the, how do I say it? We have like similar nicknames, but I wonder how it would be pronounced in English. But like, this is from Victoria. Victoria is a winner because she's talented as fuck, and I love her very, very much. We drank boba at the tea shop, and we were doodling in each other's sketchbooks, so this was a quite pleasant meetup. Although the boba was so sweet, I thought that my teeth would fall out. Those OCs are so random. One evening was like, oh, I want to draw something fun or doodle something fun, so this is the spread. I used soft pastels and pencils and some liners, I think, and those are the doodles that I kept in this sketchbook too. He's like death god or something. This is just his design. He's the bad dude, okay? He is really, really bad. And the other one, he kind of has no choice. He just follows him and fulfills his every wish. So yeah, toxic yaoi, am I right, girls? Ooh, this is me and my friend as Bratz dolls. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I love this. I managed to interpret some things that she originally has in her wardrobe. Those boots are beautiful purple color, and she's obsessed with purple. And this is me. I have green eyes and blonde hair, so I'm almost Chloe, and I got some new dolls that MJ has produced, and I'm so happy that they make them because I'm obsessed with Bratz, obviously. And this drawing is so heartwarming to me. This was during the holiday season, and this is Pilot 01 and Milk, and you can clearly see that I have a type, but they are totally different, and the difference between them is quite obvious, and kind of they look like they are from old manga or something. And the difference between sharp and soft, they're like Blorbo and Plinko. They are the blob and the plink, the sharp and the soft one. So it reflected in their styles that Pilot 01 has this puffy jacket with fur, and Milk has this cute coat and scarf, and I just love this drawing so much. You know, it's just sometimes it'd be like, oh, I need to draw my OCs to heal. This is Milk. I was thinking about his full winter outfit, so high, cool leather boots, some cute like tweed. I think it's like warm or wool blend coat or something. And those are doodles we did when we met up with a friend. We ate, we discussed Honkai Star Rail. It was a really pleasant evening, and I was really happy to see them. And this is another like silly doodle of Milk. And continuing on the Milk saga, this is a bunch of doodles from my flatmate. I always want to say roommate, but we're actually not roommates. She has her separate room, but we hang out together every time. We're like inseparable sometimes, and every time I'm like, oh, this is my flatmate. So yeah, but I always want to say roommate because we hang out so much, and I love how she draws him. He's so round and cute and cheerful in her style. So 3 smooches for each of those drawings. And this is like beautiful, but also if you see the silhouette of 2 girls kissing, you are right. This is it. I posted this one on Twitter, but you better go look for it on Instagram because it will be easier to find. This is a gift from a friend. This is Gabriel, if you remember him, my angel postman OC. This is Pilot01. And do you guys just die whenever you see your friends drawing your OCs? Because I certainly do. The line art, the expression, how handsome he looks. Because when I draw him, sometimes he looks like a little boy, like a little shrimp, and sometimes I just draw him a little bit more boyish or grown up, and this version, ooh, so beautiful. He looks so handsome, not just pretty, but handsome, and he looks so amazing in my friend's style. I wanted to experiment with some watercolors. I just grabbed a brush and doodled something. Ooh, don't start me on cooling side profile drama. Does this qualify? I think it doesn't, but anyway. This is the last spread, and it's crazy. I just sometimes want to fill out the whole page with some silly little doodles. And this has this character design. I like the outfit, and I would love to wear something like this. I want to find a decent corset, okay? It's really hard to find something that would fit you perfectly and also snatch your waist, so I'll be on the lookout. And those are just some doodles with watercolors and colored pens? Yeah. And this is the last page. This is the test page, and I test out some stuff here, and I love those 3 flowers. They're so simple, but I just love how they all look together. Sometimes the simplest doodles you do at the back of the sketchbooks are your favorite. And this is it. This is how the sketchbook ends, and what I really want to say about it, well, it's not the best one that I had, but I still have some memories attached to it, and I had fun while it lasted. So even if it's not 10 out of 10, it's definitely one to be showed and shared with you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. If you want to discuss the meaning of sketchbooks down in the comments below, please be polite and respectful, and I encourage you to draw today, even if it's just one simple doodle of a character turned 3. Even if it's like just a floating head, please do. And thank you for coming. I will go and touch some grass.